recently, there was an incident regarding a woman by the name of Rhoda Bashe. She is Somalian American living in Houston, Texas. And oh, by the way, I found out that she's also a part of the LGBTQ community. She identifies as a lesbian, but she is also quite controversial, and we'll get into that in a minute. So allegedly, she was there hanging out, getting some food, and some guy allegedly asked for her phone number. And when she didn't give the phone number to the man, he allegedly hit her with a brick. I would like for her to explain what happened after that.
Have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men and was like, "What are you gonna do?" And I told all these men, like, "Yo, why is this man got a brick on my face?" And he's holding a brick, and all these is watching, and nobody does nothing. And he hits me in my face, and then they all just watch, and they let that get in the car. How is this okay? This is what y'all doing to women?
Then she also called out the black men who were there around the vicinity and did not help her.
In my face with a brick, and all these black men just watch, and they don't give a yeah, this man hit me, grabbed a rock, and he hit me in my face because I would have given him my number. And all y'all just watch.
What do you
want to do?
What do you want to do?
What do y'all do? I want y'all to be a man. I want y'all to be a man. Do something. Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face.
Now, if you hear what she's saying there, she's saying, "Hey, what did I do to deserve this? I don't know, why this happened to me. I have not hurt anybody." And it's very interesting because I did also see some videos. And again, this has nothing to do with this particular incident, but I want to play the incident that people were talking about in which she ended up slapping some white people in the face for no reason. So again, a lot of guys recognized who she was and was pointing out, this fact. I would like to play a story from some black women who are in her defense and pretty much castigating the men who are digging up her past. Let's play that.
So, of course, after this video had come out with real reports on social media, people started deciding to dissect her entire life because somehow toxic men want to justify what happened to her. So I made my way to Twitter and I saw this guy post this video and he says, "Wait, this is the chick y'all caping for, huh?" Now in this video below, which I encourage you to go watch because it's actually cute and adorable, she was celebrating women on Pride Month. Literally. And in the video, she's saying how women are protectors and women are providers and how women should be celebrated because of those accolades that women do every single day. So somebody, shout out to her name is Shar, and she retweeted and said, "This is what white people do when a black man gets shot by the police." And I could not agree more. She goes on further and says, "When an unarmed black man is shot and murdered by the police, white people will dig up any pictures, videos, or anything in the victim's past to justify what happened to them. It's sick. And that's why y'all can't see this as the exact same thing." She goes on to say that, "I have no interest in telling who should be protecting who. It's the lack of empathy that's disturbing." And literally chef's kiss to this entire thread because she's absolutely correct. A woman who happens to be a lesbian celebrating other women during Pride Month and she gets vilified for that? Like, is this where we've come to? Another person below says, "Stole it right from their playbook for real." Exactly. Another person by the name of Capri Sun Connoisseur says, "She's right though. Girls will protect and defend literal strangers. We literally will." Another person by the name Brooks says, it's interesting because I thought to myself, I wonder when they were going to pick up and weaponize homophobia. And then a few moments later, I saw this man's post. Because it doesn't take long. Like maybe 5 years ago, it would have taken like a couple of months for people to start vilifying the victim. But just like that, overnight, this woman got hit with a brick, literally less than 24 hours ago. And already people are trying to find a justifiable reason as to why it occurred. But this is a tweet right here by a person by the name of Around the Way Girl says, right, because that's even more of a reason for her to turn down a dude. She likes girls, quite literally, and still doesn't justify what happened to her. And I didn't hear a lie she told, though, so it must have hit him where it hurts. Bingo.
All right, so this is important. So, guys, I do want to make sure that even though she getting hit in the face has nothing to do with what happened in the past, her slapping these guys in the face had nothing to do with the situation. But here's something that needs to be talked about. There was a man who was an eyewitness there. He saw the whole thing point out. I want you to see what he has to say about what happened in the situation, and then we'll come back.
Yes, she did get hit by a brick. Yes, I saw it. Yes, I was standing by doing nothing. And if that shit happened again in the same circumstances, I will watch. Because she's not as innocent as she portrays herself to be. She was taunting the guy. She was calling him all type of names. She was degrading him to a point where he resulted in picking up a brick and hitting him. I don't condone that type of behavior, but once again, she's not as innocent as she portrays herself to be. I literally, I remember a while back, she's posting videos going around in public, literally smacking old white people in the face. For what? And now you get hit by a brick, and now you want to cry wolf? No, I don't care. You wanted trouble, you got trouble. That's why I'll still buy and watch. So don't, oh man, that whole situation got me upset.
So guys, this is important. Obviously, this is a brother who is, he sounds like he's an African immigrant. And he says that, listen, we know this lady in the community, and, you know, allegedly she was taunting this particular man. She's saying that he wouldn't give the phone number to her. And again, he's not saying that what happened to her was right. But what he was saying is that she was taunting the guy. She was being disrespectful towards the guy. So, you know, that, you know, pretty much catalyzed the man to hit her in the face. So, and it's, again, we're not saying that that's the right thing. But what the man is saying is that this is typical of this young lady. This is how she always behaves. And at the same time, she's asking black men or African men. And what I understand, a brother that hit her in the face was not from the African American community, but from certain sources I hear that, you know, the brother was from the, you know, from the diaspora or from, you know, some part of Africa. So, you know, you're getting in an argument with a man. You have evidence of you going out, you know, slapping men and doing things, causing trouble. And again, this tends to be her behavior because she's been kicked off of TikTok several times for many reasons. She's even on another page right now, and I'll do a whole video on that. But at the same time, why would these men put themselves at risk for those men who saw you get hit with a brick or whatever? They may possibly believe that, you know, you were also being aggressive in situation. And this is something that I've noticed, all right? A lot of men around the country are having less empathy for women. Now, let me just say this. I don't think that any man, for the most part, let me just say this, right? If a woman is just being attacked for no reason by a man, it makes me believe that a man will, you know, decide to put himself out there to help the woman. More likely. Now I do understand there's some situations where that doesn't happen. But what's going on now is obviously the guys that were there seems like they saw what happened. They don't feel like, you know, hey, I need to risk myself to protect you. And of course, you know, this is what happens. Like, you know, a lot of men are not going to just risk their lives. And what I understand, you know, she's a big time feminist on TikTok. She has a lot of, certain type of speeches supporting women, supporting, you know, gay women and things like that. Not that has anything to do with it. But again, you know, like I said, it just seems to me these guys don't feel like it's worth the hassle. And a lot of men are feeling that way. And again, I believe the brother is correct. He don't feel that she deserved to be hit. But again, what he's saying is, should I put myself in situation to help you? And I'm telling you right now, it's a bad situation right now where men do not want to help women at all. And I think that's a sign of the times. When women have this attitude where, you know, we don't need men to protect us, only when it's, you know, when it's necessary, you know what I mean? Guess what? Guys are not stupid. You know, a lot of men understand that. Men understand, like, listen, if you feel like you don't need me and you're not my woman, and as much as, you know, I would love somebody to help my mom or my sister if something was going down, a lot of men in today's world are simply just not going to sit back and put themselves at risk. You know, they're just not going to do it. A lot of men are not going to do it. And as sad as it is, it represents that, hey, men are looking out for themselves. Okay? They're looking out for themselves. They're looking to preserve their own safety. And hey, if something happens to you, that's your business. But that's what's happening now. That is what is going on right now. That's where we're at. Where we're at now is men are caring about themselves, and, you know, women can do whatever they want to do. It doesn't matter. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. We're out.